How we doing, everybody? This is Nate Feldman with Feldman's Lawn and Landscape. Fun video for you today. We just picked up the Wright Stander LG. It's a 61-inch mower, 27 horsepower Kawasaki engine. We're going to be demoing it today, see how the guys like it, see how I like it, and then I'll give you a review on it. We're at HR Dills. We're here before hours, trying to get an early start on the day. A little bit of rain last night, so we're going to put this thing through its paces. We're going to try it out with the wet grass this morning. Hopefully things dry up in a couple hours, but stay tuned. Should be a fun video. All right, guys, see you out there. Here we have the Wright Stander LG today. It is a beefy mower. It looks like it's reinforced in a bunch of spots. And I gotta say, the LG, I don't know if they meant it in a meaning large, but it feels large. We have on our fleet of mowers right now, we have a Wright Stander X that is a 2020 model year. We have a Wright Stander I, or a Wright Stander Intensity, that is a 2021 model year. So we have a few newer Wrights, but nothing obviously as new as this. So in the past, I have loved and then kind of fallen out of love with Wright mowers, but after ripping this thing around the parking lot, cutting a little bit of grass here at the shop with it, I gotta say, I have a lot of high hopes for this Stander LG mower. Let me tell you why. So first, we have a Kawasaki FX850V engine on here. It has 27 horsepower, so not only does it rip, does it go super, super fast, but you're gonna be able to cut through just about anything with this. Caleb, when he was ripping it around the parking lot this morning, he said he cannot remember a time when a mower had so much get up and go that it almost threw him off the mower. So this thing has to go at least 12, 13, 14 miles an hour, which I was very surprised with. We also had, just a side note, we had a Wright ZK on our fleet. I traded that in for a Toro Grandstand. We love our Toros here at Feldman's Lawn and Landscape, but I gotta say, there's a lot of great qualities that resemble the ZK in this mower, but honestly, there might be some upgrades on this as well, because I believe we had a 2021 model year on that Wright ZK as well. But anyway, 27 horsepower Kawasaki on here. We have, I thought this was a cool feature too. All of the Wrights now come with these buckets and these trash receptacles. In the past, on our Wright Stander X and our Stander I, there was nowhere to put garbage, and in lawn care, we all find that you'll pick up garbage everywhere. Whether you're doing commercial sites or you're doing residential sites, you're always picking up garbage, so it's so nice that we have a place to put it. We have a 61-inch deck on this mower, and in regards to the deck, let's talk about the deck lift, or the how to change the height on the deck. I love this thing. It is so easy to use. Granted, you have to hold down the button on the top or the lever to make it move, but you can move that thing with your pinky. It is so incredibly light. You're not putting all your body weight into it. I also have one of our backup mowers is a Toro Grandstand from 2011, so it is an old mower, but I have to use both my hands and I have to throw my body weight into it, and I do not enjoy changing the height on that mower. This mower, super, super easy. I don't know what the mechanism is in there or how many springs they have, but it is just so stinking easy on this thing. So again, 61-inch mowing deck, which is great. We have a Toro 4000 mower, so it's a sit-down unit. That has a 60-inch deck, so we'll be able to replicate a lot of our stripes with this thing today. And in terms of let's talk about the gas tank gas capacity on this. It is full of gas right now. I believe it is a 10-gallon gas tank, so it'll take you all day and probably into the next day, which is great. And I also, here, Walter, if you want to take a quick video of this, I love the fact that the gas gauge is right here on the instrument cluster. So you have your choke, you have your PTO, your blade engagement, your throttle right here, and then you're looking down and you can see how much gas you have. I have actually one of our Toro mowers. It is a Toro 2000, so it's like a light duty commercial mower, kind of a residential mower. There is no gas gauge on that, and I purchased it at the beginning of last season, so I think it's a 2022 model year, but I purchased it in 2023, and I said to myself after a week of using the mower, how the heck can a mowing company produce a mower where there's no gas gauge and you can't tell what it is? Because I can't even tell you. I think it's this year alone, I might have gotten stranded on a lawn 5 years with that mower, just because I don't know how much gas is in it. So the fact that it's right there, it's a small thing, but I like it. The brake right here, it's standard for a Wright. I like the fact that it really lodges into place. I can tell that it's not going anywhere. But yeah, initial thoughts on the mower, I like it. I feel like it's built like a tank. I haven't really battle tested it yet today. We're about to go out mowing. It rained last night, like I said earlier. So we're going to be battling a little bit of wet grass, but we will see how it is. And I'm excited to rip it.
Just wanna stay in the sun where I find. I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much. But it's fun to fantasize on my enemies who wouldn't wish who I was. But it's fun to fantasize.
Oof. This one was a doozy. First one of the day. It rained last night. The grass was thick and tall. I will show you the result. The LG, I gotta say, the cut quality, like any stragglers. Well, actually, let me just show you. You can see all that grass on it. Really put it through its paces. The cut quality looks like a carpet. Really, really good. Only complaint, after about 10 minutes, you can probably see them. After about 10 minutes of using it and the deck got, clogged up with grass, this is going to happen with almost any mower, except a lot of our Toros are pretty good at cutting wet grass. But I remember when I had the ZK and even with our Wright Standard X and the I, after a little bit, even with a clean deck, it's going to start clumping pretty good on you. You can't really see that well in the video, but there are a decent amount of clumps out here. So I've heard some great things on Wright forums on Facebook that if you get a northern baffle kit for your Wright mower, you can see all the clumps over here. If you get a northern baffle kit, it will help with the clumps significantly. This is a decent sized property. And I know that, actually, take a look at those stripes though. That is the one benefit to cutting grass. When it is wet, your stripes just absolutely pop. But I gotta say, cut quality, if not a 10 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10. However, the clump disbursement, the cut disbursement with the clippings and whatnot when it's wet, I would probably give it a 5 out of 10. Not great, but hey, you never know. This does not have a northern baffle kit on it. So if you were to purchase a northern baffle kit and put it on, I have heard that the cut quality and disbursement of the clippings and the clumps with wet grass, I have heard that it increases the quality significantly. So first yard of the day. A lot of good. Clumps not so good. But hey, it got it done. And I also didn't say this before, but look at those tires. Holy cow, they are huge. And that is great when you are cutting wet grass or the ground is wet. The larger the tire, the less likely you are to get stuck and the less likely you are to rip up the grass on your turn. So if you couldn't tell, when I was cutting grass earlier, in the earlier part of the video, I was taking my turns really wide, or trying to. And I also was trying to be strategic because this is a demo unit. We do not have a chute guard on it. I didn't want to spray the beds or the house. So it just had to be a little strategic with this, but cut quality is great. The clumps, however, and the disbursement of clumps and clippings, it does not excel. I will say that. 5 out of 10 for that. But yeah, so we'll keep going.
I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time on my ride. I die for you, that's easy to say. We have a list of people that we would take. A bullet for them, a bullet for you, a bullet for everybody in this room. But they don't seem to see many bullets coming through. See many bullets coming through. Metaphorically, I'm the man, but literally, I don't know what I do. I'd live for you, and that's hard to do. Even harder to say when you know it's not true. Even harder to write when you know that tonight there were people back home who tried talking to you, but then you ignored them still. All these questions, they're falling like, who would you live for? Who would you die for? And would you ever kill? I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time on my ride. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. Help me. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time. Taking my time on my ride. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my. I've been thinking too much. Help me.
All right, everyone. So if you cannot tell, it is the next day. We finished up an entire day of mowing with the Wright Stander LG, and I figured I would just give you my my parting thoughts on the mower. I would say, let's just go sector by sector. Cut quality in terms of other mowers that we have, I would put this kind of in the mid pack. Our other Wright mowers, our Stander X and our Stander Intensity, those don't have the greatest cut quality. When it's a fall or it's spring and the grass is super tall, super thick, there's just a lot of clumps. There's a lot of clumps that are left. But this guy, I would say it clumps maybe slightly less. I don't know, but it does still clump quite a bit. However, if you look back at what you've done, disregarding the clumps and the clipping disbursement, it leaves everything very flat. It kind of looks like a carpet, you could say, and it looks really nice. So cut quality is great. The clipping / clump disbursement is not great. If I had to put those two in one category, I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10 just because of the clumping with the dew in the morning, the wet grass. So just putting that out there. Power, I would say that this mower has plenty of power, more power than you couldn't ask for any more. You're definitely flying down the road. If you're blowing off clippings and you're going pretty quickly, you have a backpack blower on your back. I love that. You could definitely get it done quickly. If you're trying to get a property done quickly and it's flat and you're not bumping all over the place, that that's wonderful. So definitely a lot of power there. I would give it a 10 out of 10 for power. I would say build quality. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Only reason I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is because I feel like a lot of the weight is set back on the mower. So if you hit a bump in the front, your front end is considerably lighter. So it's gonna bump up and down a little bit. So I would say build quality 9 out of 10, but it is built like a tank. It is reinforced everywhere. I love the platform, how it's extra wide. I love how the pad in front of you is also extra wide. I love how easy it is to change the deck height. It's so light and very well constructed. So Wright did a great job with that. So build quality, definitely great. And I would say about half a day of mowing, full day of mowing, we went through half a tank. So it's relatively fuel efficient, even with that Kawasaki 27 horsepower engine. So I like that a lot too. So guys, there is a lot of good with this mower. There is a lot of good with this mower. I would say if I had to choose, if I could go buy a new grandstand or I could buy this Wright LG, I would probably go with a grandstand just because of the clipping displacement, the clumping, the cut quality. I would go with that just because a lawn that you might have to take twice the time double cutting it with this Wright standard LG, or maybe with just a Wright in general, it could just be a single cut with a Toro grandstand or just another Toro product. But if I were just starting my business, I would definitely take a look at this Wright standard LG mower. If you're looking to add more mowers to your fleet, I would definitely look at this mower. I would give it overall an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. And of course, you guys know I'm biased, but I'd give a Toro grandstand, a 10 out of 10. So the fact that this is getting an 8 out of 10, I would say that it's still, that's very impressive. You guys are probably wondering price point. If you were to go purchase this Wright standard LG at HR Dills, located in Hamburg, New York, they're selling it right around $12,000. I believe that is cash price. Financing, obviously, it's going to be more. But I believe cash price is right around $12,000 for a Wright standard LG right now at HR Dills. I feel like that's a pretty fair price for a brand new mower, especially that's built as well as this Wright standard LG. And yeah, but if you want to pick up this Wright mower, if you're into Wright mowers, or you just want a mower that's going to last, that's one thing I will say about Wright. There's hardly ever any problems. You hardly ever have any problems with a Wright. I feel like they're just built so well that you don't have to worry about them breaking down. I rarely have issues with my Wright Standard X or my Intensity. So I would say if you want something that's not going to break down on you, that's built very, very well, Ed Wright and Wright Manufacturing, you guys did a really good job with this. If you want to get one, go to HR Dills in Hamburg. Kevin and his team's going to take care of you really well. And also special thank you to you, Kevin, for allowing me to take this for a day. And hold on. A lot of noisy trucks driving by right now, but Kevin, thank you very much for allowing me to use this mower and to give my take on it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have any questions about my experience with this mower or any other mower questions in general, feel free to drop me a comment in the comment section. If you guys would please like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. That really helps the channel out. And I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.
I'm taking my time on my ride.